Okay, folks, ready to dive into some travel goodness?
Oh,
I know I am. I've been itching to get out and explore some new spots, and I know you all have sent in a ton of awesome travel resources for us to check out.
absolutely. And I think you've got a really exciting selection this time around. We're looking at three sources today. Top hidden travel destinations to visit in 2024. Living like a local for under $50 a day. And let's see, traveling with only a backpack. Essential tips.
Yes, we're going to be uncovering some secret spots, figuring out how to travel without breaking the bank and packing like minimalist pros.
Sounds like an adventure already. And you know what really strikes me is how these sources all seem to be pointing towards a kind of shift in travel these days. It's less about the tourist traps and more about those authentic experiences really connecting with the place you're visiting.
Totally. Okay, so first up, let's jump into those hidden destinations. There were some amazing spots on that list, but the one that really stood out to me was Isle Royale National Park in Michigan. Have you ever been?
I haven't been personally, but I've heard amazing things. It's supposed to be incredible for wildlife spotting, especially moose. And it's incredibly remote.
Oh, yeah. It sounds like a dream for anyone who loves the outdoors. Imagine kayaking along these pristine shores, hiking through untouched forests, and seeing moose just casually grazing by the water.
Like stepping back in time, right?
Yeah,
It's not easy to get to, though. You can only reach it by boat or seaplane. But that just adds to its mystique, I think.
I love that. It's like a hidden gem just waiting to be discovered. Speaking of hidden gems and making the most of our travel experiences, I was really impressed by the tips in living like a local for under $50 a day.
Oh, yeah, that one was packed with useful advice.
Right. And there was this one tip that I absolutely loved and would never have thought of. They recommend using an app called Local Eats, I think it
Mm.
was, to find the best local markets.
Local eats. I'll have to check that out.
Yeah. It's supposed to be amazing for find those hole-in-the-wall spots where you can get incredible food for a fraction of the price of restaurants.
Oh, that's brilliant. You know, that's what I love about budget travel. It forces you to really immerse yourself in the local culture. You're eating where the locals eat, exploring those hidden corners they frequent, and ultimately having these truly authentic experiences.
Absolutely. And you end up saving a ton of money in the process.
Exactly. Speaking of saving and embracing a less is more approach, let's talk about the backpacking essentials guide. That was a real eye-opener for me.
Oh my gosh, yes. There were so many great packing hacks in there. I can't believe I never knew about rolling clothes instead of folding them to save space.
Really?
Seriously. It's supposed to be a game changer. And get this, they even suggest packing a bar of laundry soap instead of those bulky liquid detergents.
Makes a total sense when you think about it, though.
Right. Like, why have I been lugging around heavy bottles of detergent this whole time?
Well, I think it all ties back to that minimalist mindset we were talking about earlier. People are starting to realize that they don't need a mountain of possessions to have an amazing trip. Packing light means more flexibility, more adaptability, and a sense of freedom you just don't get when you're weighed down.
So true. So let's recap what we've learned from this deep dive. We've got hidden destinations begging to be explored, like Isle Royale National Park with its incredible scenery and wildlife.
Right. And we've got those budget-friendly strategies like using apps to discover local markets and eat like a king without spending a fortune.
Don't forget those packing hacks. Rolling clothes, bar soap instead of detergent. It's all about traveling smarter and lighter.
Exactly. So here's a thought for everyone listening. What's the hidden gem you're yearning to uncover? And how can you approach your next trip in a way that's enriching not just for you, but for the communities and environments you visit? Remember, travel should be about so much more than just checking items off a list. It's about connecting with the world around us in a meaningful way. So get out there, explore, and make those travel dreams a reality.
Happy travels, everyone!
Yeah.